Hey everyone, how's it going? If you're used to my channel, this might be something that's a little bit different that you wouldn't usually watch, but you know what, if you're here, I recommend that you hang on through. Let's have a good time, let's just have a good video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Feel free to check out the other videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the comment button, but only if you enjoy the content. That's always my one rule, and that's the one time I'm gonna ask you guys to do that, you know? So yeah, let's continue. So as some of my fans know, I enjoy history, I enjoy geography, all that kind of stuff, and I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to it. So I haven't watched any of these full videos because I don't want any of the answers, but I've seen some YouTubers do these videos, people like Alex the Rambler, Drew Durnill. I've seen them do some videos like this, and I thought it looked really fun, and I'm really excited to try to participate as well. Basically, there's this Buzzfeed quiz that's been going around. It's called Only 4.0 Students Can Get 20 out of 25 on this geography trivia quiz. That's all it is a geography trivia quiz. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through this quiz and see how many we can get right, and see how many we get wrong, and let's see if we can get at least 20, right? That's the goal. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so here we are. It's like I said, it's a Buzzfeed. Only 4.0 students can get 20 out of 25 on this geography trivia quiz. So, and one thing I think would be fun too is if you guys tried this yourself, you could even like follow along. I'll give you a little bit of time. Go type this in your browser. Otherwise, I'll put the link in the description and check it out. Let's try to do these side by side, and then at the end, comment what you got. I want to know. Be honest. Let's be honest. Who cares? Who cares if you got like 0 wrong? If you don't know anything about geography, just try. All right. I promise you. People might make fun of you, but who cares? It's the internet. Don't lie about your answers. Let's see how many people can do this. You know, I think that would be really fun. So like I said, go ahead and click on that. Hopefully you were doing that while I've been talking. Otherwise, you can pause because we are about to start. So make sure you get it pulled up. Get it pulled up. You better have it pulled up now. Last warning. Alright, so only 4.0 students can get 20 out of 25 on this geography trivia quiz. Croatia is where again? Alright, it's by John Michael Poff. Interesting. Okay, no, these are maps of regions, not continents necessarily. So some countries are not included. Okay. Alright, so first things first. It says find Germany. Well, that's an easy one. Germany is this guy right here. Oh, correct. Find Egypt. Easy. Egypt is right here. That's a good one. These ones are pretty straightforward. Germany's an easy one because Germany is this one of the northern Central European ones, and I mean they're pretty important historically, you know. So you should know where they are. Well, more what should happen is you should know where France is right here, and Britain is this one right here, and this is Spain and Italy. So you should know that Germany is hanging out right in the middle. And then Egypt is interesting because Egypt is more of, I mean, Egypt is a very historical one too. You should just kind of know where that one is. Northeast Africa, you know, it's the most different from all the other ones. Find Cuba. Well, that's easy. That's right off the coast. Americans should know that one. Alright, we got 3 so far. I feel good. Japan. This is also a really easy one. Japan's the islands. The islands. I mean, this is the Philippines right here. I guess people might be able to get that one mixed up, but hey, we found Japan. Alright, what's next? Find Chile. Chile, huh? You know, I actually know exactly where Chile is, and Chile's an easy one to remember because it's this really long one. Some of these I get kind of mixed up. I think it's Peru, Bolivia. These are easy because they used to be one country, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela. This is like the Guyana region, I think. But yeah, Chile's the long one. There used to be a dictator there named Augusto Pinochet. That's usually how I know that. Okay, next up, what have we got? Greece? Greece. I already know where it is. Let's try to use context clues, though. Let's see where we think Greece is. Well, what do we know about Greece? What's like a really big Greek movie? There's 2 of them. Alexander the Great and 300, right? And so we know that they're fighting Persians, and we know Persians are coming from Asia. So if we know where Asia is, which is, I mean, it's over here, we know that Greece is going to be one of these guys over here. And then all you have to know is that Greece is the one with all these gross little islands. There we are, correctamundo. Alrighty, find Madagascar. Remember that movie? I feel like this quiz is actually pretty darn easy, right? Because Madagascar is obvious. Like if they told me to find Chad in this list, I'd be like, it's one of these. But Madagascar is obviously the big island. Find Panama. If you guys have ever watched Prison Break season 3, It doesn't actually show a map, so that probably doesn't even help. But Panama, of course, has the Panama Canal, so all we gotta do is find the skinniest one. That's this guy. Ooh, this one's a little bit more tricky. I bet you people get tripped up on this one more. Find Afghanistan. Well, I know where we are here. It's Pakistan, Kazakhstan, China, India. This one here is Afghanistan. It's got a little tail, I see. It would almost be easier, I think, to find it if we could see what's over here. Because it's actually tricky to look at it from the east side, but I guess they don't want to show the whole Middle East in there too. But I think, yes, okay, we're right. This video is turning out lamer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize I was just going to flex my geography skills. I bet you most people would. I feel like a lot of people would get this far. People who are at least a little bit into stuff like this. Venezuela is another easy one. That's right up here. Come on, man. Give me something tricky. Give me something difficult. I do know where Ireland is. That's actually one of the only European countries that I've actually been to. That one is this guy right here. Then we got Northern Ireland right there. Ooh, mixing it up a little bit. We got Morocco. What's interesting about Africa is the entire northern half, like not the northern half, but this section right here is very different from the southern half, or the southern section right here, and it's mainly because the Sahara runs through the middle, so the cultures are actually very different. This tends to be a little bit more Arabic up here, whereas this tends to be more what you'd actually think of as when you think of Africa. This tends to be more Middle Eastern-y when you think about that. A lot of people actually consider this all part of the Middle East, and part of that is actually Morocco, who is historically a big rival with Spain, who is of course right across here, because this is where Gibraltar is, and this is where the Mediterranean is. Morocco. Find Guatemala. Ooh, this one actually is gonna be maybe a little bit more tricky because I don't know these so well. So we have, of course, Canada, America, Mexico. Okay, this is Panama. This one is Nicaragua. This is Costa Rica. This is Belize. Oh, this is tricky. I think Guatemala is this really small one on the back end, would be my guess. Nice. That one I will say was kind of like I was like 60%, 55% sure on that one. I was 55-45 on that one. Ooh, find Mongolia. That, my friend, is right here. And of course, the Mongolian Empire. It was a pretty big deal. It reigned across this whole area. So really, I feel like you should be able to click anywhere, right? If it was a map from like 1,000 years ago. Oh, yeah, these are getting interesting. So it's find Uruguay. This is tricky because these are all pretty straightforward through here. But Brazil is this guy right here. And here's the thing. I know that it's this one or this one, because one is Paraguay and one is Uruguay. Man, I keep thinking, I just have to guess, honestly. I'm gonna guess it's, this one. Correct. You guys, this is nerve-wracking. That was a total flip of a coin right there. This one's gonna be a little easier though. Find Romania. It is this sucker right here. This is a famous one too because, I don't know. Well, this is all Yugoslavia stuff. This is what? Bulgaria? This is Hungary. Yeah, so this is Romania. This one's important because it's kind of like a middleman between the East and the West. Yeah, correct. They also have oil there. That's pretty important. Ooh, remember when I said earlier if they told me to find Chad, it would be way harder? I think it's either this one or this one. One I think is Niger and one I think is Chad. I think Chad is... shoot. I should know this one because I'm the chaddest guy there is. When I go after a girl, I get the girl. You know, you have no idea how many girls I've kissed, man. Tons, so... Oh, shoot. Well, I guess this will prove it. If I get this wrong, then maybe I'm not the Chad I think I am. Ew, I was wrong. I wasn't even on the right thing, huh? It's not this one, it's not this one, it's not this one. It looks like it's this big goofball. See, he even alluded it. I thought it was more in the western part, over by like the Benin stuff. Well, that's alright. I didn't realize it was by Sudan, but now I know. Well, we're 24 for 25 potentially here. We just can't get 4 more wrong. Let's move on. Find the Dominican Republic. This one should be easy too, I think, because one is Haiti and one's the Dominican Republic. Oh, but which one's which? Well, I think that Port-au-Prince is here on the left-hand side, and I feel like that is like the capital. That's like the biggest city of that island. And originally Haiti was French, and it was all Haiti. The whole island was Haiti, and then I don't know how Spain got in there with the Dominican Republic, or how the Dominican Republic got involved there. But at the time, it was all Haiti, right? I think. I don't know, in like the 1800s or something. And I think that they remained there. Okay, sweet. Look at us go, man. We're on a roll. Find Thailand. Okay, I think I know this one. This is kind of Burma, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. This has to be it. Process of elimination. What's interesting too, if you guys have ever heard of a place called Siam, or like Siamese when they use that as a term, that is this region right here. It's actually what it used to be called. Find Peru. Ooh, I knew this one too, didn't I? I was talking about this earlier, because this is Peru and this is Bolivia, because they used to be one country, Peru, Bolivia, and it rolls left to right. That's why it's easy to remember that one. Here we are. Watch me explain something like I'm an expert, and all of a sudden I get it wrong, right? That would really, it would make me look like a fool. Let me fix this guy here. Let's see what we've got next here. Find Finland. Well, Finland's an easy one because out of the Scandinavian countries, I think there's like 4 that are considered part of it. Denmark is here, Norway, Sweden, and then Finland is this guy right here. Finland is just the one on the way right, and that's an easy one to remember too because Finland was a major fighter against the Soviet Union during World War II, or right around the era, and it's the only one that really touches. It has the largest border with Russia, which is right here. So what do we got here? Ooh, Somalia. Somalia's an easy one because Somalia has all the pirates. I keep saying this is an easy one. They're all no, I shouldn't say they're easy. It's just there's the reasons that you remember where things are. And when you think of Somalia, what do you think of? You think of Somalian pirates, so they have to be on the coast, right? And where if you look at where all the oil comes from, it's all right here, and it has to go through here or through here. And who's at the perfect position to take advantage of that? It's these guys right here on the Horn of Africa is what this is called here. And it's Somalia, right next to Ethiopia. There we go, correct. Find Costa Rica. These ones are the trickiest. Okay, this is Nicaragua. I know this one's Nicaragua because I think they almost built the Panama Canal through there. I think Costa Rica is the one below it. Nice. Score. Ooh, find Taiwan. See, this one's got an interesting story too. You see, Taiwan is actually considered by some to be the legitimate government of China, and that's because during right around the World War II era, China was in a huge civil war, communists versus nationalists. The nationalists were in charge and the communists were trying to take control. And if you know history, or if you know anything about China today, the communists won. The communists are now in charge. And during the Civil War, they had a ceasefire during World War II so they could fight Japan. But as soon as the war ended, the war continued, and the communists ended up winning, and nationalist China ended up retreating from China, doing a temporary evacuation of the mainland. They took a lot of money, and they took a lot of people, tons of people, and they all moved to Taiwan. And I mean, that means that Taiwan has to be really close to China, right? And it's actually this island right here. And what's interesting is that China claims that they own Taiwan, but Taiwan claims to be the legitimate government of China. It's one of those tricky world regions. Ooh, what have we got next? Find Argentina. This is a good one. Argentina is this guy right here. It's a really long one. There's actually a book you can read. It's called The Motorcycle Diaries. Che Guevara wrote it. If you don't know who Che Guevara is, he's the guy in all those shirts. He's got like a beret on and the beard. He's the revolutionary guy. This is where he's from, and he rode a motorcycle all through South America, and that's how he became sort of a communist, because he saw the working class struggles throughout there. So let's take a look. Look at that. If you get 20 out of 25 in this world geography test, you're an actual genius. Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, man, but I got, you're a genius. 24 out of 25. That's something to brag about. The thing said it, isn't it funny how it says that's something to brag about as an effort to try to get you to share it? That's kind of fun, though. That was a pretty good quiz. Which one did I get wrong again? Let's take a look. Chad. So, of course, the Central African one. That's a tricky one, because I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to, of course, Africa as a region, and South America and Central America as a region. Stuff happens there. It's just not a big, like, global focus region. But yeah, that was pretty enjoyable, guys. I think that was a fun time. If you guys had a fun time, let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to let me know what your score was down below in the comments. I really want to know. You can even, I know some of you might have been like listening and maybe I went through too quick and you didn't get a chance to guess correctly, but I didn't want this to be like 30 minutes while I sat there and looked at the map. I tried to give reasons for why you should know where things are, I guess. But yeah, that's a really fun quiz, actually. It starts out pretty easy, I think, but there are definitely some challenging ones in there where you're like, well, there's just like 2 or 3 where you're like, maybe. But yeah, pretty enjoyable. Anyways, I think I've stroked my ego enough. I didn't expect it. I thought it was gonna be like really hard. That's what I was waiting for. Like I thought they were gonna be asking me like, here, I'll show you. I thought they were gonna be like asking me which countries were these ones, you know, because I know Kazakhstan is here. And I know like one of these is probably like Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. It's all that stuff, and that's where things get a lot more tricky. But you know what? They didn't ask, so we're not gonna hurt them for it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Feel free to hit the like or dislike button if you didn't like it. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, let me know what you think about this type of video, and let me know what you guys got for your score. That's actually I don't care as much if you guys like this. I really want to know what you guys' scores are. I think it's really fun to be competitive and look at each other's scores, and we can compare and kind of say like, oh shoot. And if you show me your score as well, or if you got like a really high score, let me know which one you got wrong too. I really want to know that, because sometimes looking at a score, it's just a number. Like, you know, pour some life into your response. So yeah, that's it right there. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a good one. Have a good day.